Hello, on the Glory Bee mini farm, we have 2.5 acres of land that is split in the middle by a creek that runs 365 days a year, which is a blessing because we can use that water to water the chickens and the pigs. But in the back area is about 1.5 acres of just land that we were not using when we purchased the property. And when we bought the property, this little 8x8 green little shed was in the back, not doing anything. It looked like it had been used as a snack container selling, I don't know. But when we looked at it, we saw a chicken coop right off the bat. So in these pictures you can see us revamping the coop, giving it a different color, putting windows on it, making an outside run, outfitting the inside with ladders and just little things for the chickens to perch on. We've updated it over the years, but this is the main piece. It's stuck for 6-7 years now, and as of recently, the tree line that's behind the coop is coming closer and closer. We need to do some brush maintenance, but we've always had issues with raccoons and other animals taking the flock away from us, and we've tried to reinforce the coop. We've called it Predator Alley because it's not been the easiest for us at the beginning. It's gotten a little bit better, but we'd always seem to have issues, so we decided to take a little move with the coop. Since we purchased the property and had this land, the roof was not where it needed to be, so we put asphalt shingles on the roof. We'd actually moved this coop with just our side-by-side, pulling it, dragging it where the runners were, moved it about 50 feet to the spot that it was at, lifted it up on blocks, and it did great. But this time we wanted to move it probably 150 feet and knew that just pulling it or dragging it was not going to work. It had gained a bunch of weight, and we just wanted to move it safely so it wouldn't tear apart. As you can see, we pulled some of the base pieces off to get the forks down into it. I knew that the forks weren't going to be long enough, so I had some straps to strap around the entire coop. We lifted it up and moved it, taking all the safety precautions we could. The 5K forklift just did great. So as you can see in this video, we've positioned the coop in small different areas, but we've put it next to one of the pens that we built for the two pigs, Bonnie and Biscuit. Now, the pens that we used to make Bonnie and Biscuit's enclosure is from pallets. We do a lot of building with pallets. I work in a warehouse area, and there's pallets everywhere that are free most of the time, as long as you ask. They are willing to give pallets away. So over time, I've been able to find a source that has similar pallets that has allowed me to create these enclosures that look very similar. And if things happen to where one of the boards rusts or falls out or gets tied down, that I can replace the pallet one by one. The pallets are not treated. That's one thing that we know, that after a couple years we're going to have to switch them out again, but for free it doesn't really matter. We just put some screws to butt them up, screw them together, and then we do use T-posts in the middle to keep them secure, to keep the pigs from pushing them out and being able to get out. They will do whatever they can to get out of their space. So we try and make it as best as possible for them not to get out, but to be secure. And then I've had some extra roofing materials from a lean-to that we built that just used to put over their areas so that they can have shade, protection over winter. Underneath the roof, they both have igloos that allow them to sleep into their own separate pens. And they really enjoy it. The pigs do not stay together. They do not, they will fight each other if they are in the same pen. So we've had to break it up. We've had to break the farm into halves so that the pigs can stay away from each other yet see each other. And this is the best alternative that we've been able to come up to. But the chicken coop, as you can see, is right next to the pig pen, and we will have an enclosure in between the pigs and the chickens in order to let the chickens be outside when, first thing in the morning before I am able to open them up. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks to all that were involved, including my wife and the pallets and the construction company that helped us borrow the forklift, and please comment for any questions. Thank you.